Hi there, I'm Cimber Lily Quinn, harp teacher in Denver, Colorado. So glad to have you back with me. I think this is lesson 4, and we're just getting you ready for lessons, to take lessons. And also, if you just want to take what I'm giving you here and go off and play on your own, that would be great. So just a quick review of the first 3 lessons. First lesson is about posture. Really important, really important, because I sat incorrectly at this harp for several years, not knowing, because I had learned online. Now we know to look at the feet and the whole body. And I spent 18 months in physical therapy trying to fix my back, my low back, which is now in very good shape. But there are a lot of exercises I have to do, and it makes me a posture queen. If you study with me, I'll be talking with you a lot about sitting up straight and using your back and all of that. The next thing is the hands. We talked about the hands. Make sure you're closing on each note right now. Really focus on that. Eventually that will get built in and you won't have to think about it anymore, but do think about it right now. The next thing we talked about was finding notes on the harp. So the red strings are C, tuned to the key of C. And we're 1 string up again here is the D. We're looking at the D. We also took a look at the F. A little hard to see my Fs here because of the black background, but they're your dark blue or nearly black strings are going to be Fs. And then the middle string of the 3 white strings is the A. So just with your index finger, you can play these like this. In the left hand too. Okay, so now let's bring the thumb into play. So you're going to make that same cup shape. Before your thumb was resting here and you're playing like this. Now your thumb is going to go on the F string, and you're going to just close your hand. The motion is close your hand. Don't think pluck strings, think close hand. You're going to close your hand to make those 2 strings sound together at the same time. Yay! Do it at the other hand too. Make sure both hands can do it. The nice thing, pianists, about playing the harp is the fingering is the same for the left and the right hand. So one hand usually can teach the other. And then find all your Ds and Fs on your harp. You can use this hand over hand thing we talked about in the last lesson. And see if you can find them all. You don't have to go as fast as I do, but I do want you to be able to look at your harp, see a red string, and immediately see next to it the D and the F. See a red string, immediately next to it you see the D and the F up here, so that you can see where you are on the harp at first. Eventually you're going to stop looking and you'll be able to do it by touch, but for now you need to see where you're going. So look at your hands. Okay, so, and then let's do this very same experiment or test or exercise with the A string and the F string. So you're going to do F on the bottom. The first time we've done F on the bottom, and A up here. So the top 2 notes of these 3 notes that we've been working with, the F, the A. And I can't reach down there with this hand and stay in correct position, so I'm going to go down here and reach hand over hand, which is a really beautiful move. Audiences love it. It's beautiful sounding, striking those notes. Okay. All right. So is that all I want to say about the notes for now? Yes, you've got an index finger and you've got a thumb. You've got all the fingers you need right now to play along. All right. So I just want to share my screen with you for a second, take a tiny detour into how to get a backing band. Because all of this practicing, once you kind of know your way around the harp, now you want to play, right? You want to play real songs, play with real players. And so I'm going to recommend an app to you called iReal Pro. I'll put a link to it in the description here. And it's an app that has thousands of backing tracks, and you can make your own. So that's what I did here. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So you can see Now, you don't need to read music to do this, but you do need to know the letters of your alphabet. Presumably you got through A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And you need to know what these symbols mean. So that's something that I will teach you more when we get together for private lessons. But this particular backing track that I made for us will work with the notes that that we've just been doing over the last couple lessons. So you can play a D, you can play an F, and you can play an E. And all those notes, excuse me, an A. D, F, and A. And you can use all of those notes to play along with this backing track. And so let's give it a try. But even before we do that, I just want to say, first of all, let's just play the D. Just play the D string along with this. And I have it set up here to play 3 times. And so let's give it a whirl. Here we go. Make sure this is loud enough so you can hear it. All right, here we go. Same string with both hands. Last time. Crossover. Cool, cool. So that's iReal Pro and real simple improv that you can do. So yeah, so this is a good place to stop. And then in the next lesson, I'll show you how to add more notes and work with the same iReal track. All right, see you in the next lesson.